The orange man forgot he was literally on live TV and he said this out loud. He lied in front of camera, and every single person can literally see it from his eyes, even starting from his cabinet, his carcass that were standing with him. I don't know if you guys have literally seen this video because a lot of people are reacting to it, and I have a lot of things to say because I believe a president of a nation, of a country, should focus more on certain issues than what you guys are about to watch. He forgot that the camera are on him. He forgot it was a live TV show. He forgot that there were journalists standing there ready to pick up what he said immediately. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks. Also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And with that being said, let's dive right into this video. I'll be back with commentaries. Let's go watch, guys.
Now, there's a thing called TikTok. Have you heard of it? You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. And the numbers just came out, and I said, well, you know, I'm hearing about how they influence. They're talking about their tremendous danger because they influence, but if they influence so badly, I mean, I'm saying all things like I love our country, we got to stop communism, we got to this and that, we're doing a lot of things, but I'm by far number one. It was sent to me by, you know, the list comes out, number one, number two. I was number one by a lot. So I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe they're bad, maybe they're not. I know one thing, great American people, tremendous business people and companies bought it. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. And the number...
This is a list of the most popular people on TikTok. If you look closely, you won't see somebody who claims they're number one. In fact, that person is outside the top 100 of most popular people on TikTok. There is an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in which they're going to a high school reunion. And Dennis is telling everyone about how cool and popular he was and how he had all these people following him, right? And you thought Dennis was popular in high school. But then you start seeing people react to Dennis and you realize, like they did, that Dennis was actually super weird. And people didn't want to be anywhere near him. And people avoided him. And he made up this world in his mind in which he was popular. But everyone else could see that he was psychotic, that there was something not quite right there. So they avoided him. Our president is a real-life Dennis Reynolds. And if you've ever watched that show, that should terrify you.
Number one person in TikTok is by far Trump, me.
The funniest thing is look at the people in the background and they're like, oh God, he's saying something stupid again. How do they stand up there with any self-respect? Oh God.
Is by far Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one.
It is so freaking strange that a sitting president is worried about TikTok, like, and being number one, and the things that he's concerned about. Really? Honestly? You really can't make this stuff up.
Look who thinks he's number one on TikTok.
Now, there's a thing called TikTok. Have you heard of it? You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. And the numbers just came out, and I said, well, you know, I'm hearing about how they influence. They're talking about their tremendous danger because they influence, but if they influence so badly, I mean, I'm saying all things like I love our country, we got to stop communism, we got to this and that, we're doing a lot of things, but I'm by far number one. It was sent to me by you know, the list comes out, number one, number two. I was number one by a lot. So I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe they're bad, maybe they're not. I know one thing, great American people, tremendous business people and companies bought it.
Just another demented assumption by somebody's old grandpa. Here's a list of the people who are currently at the top of TikTok's ranking. Guess what? Your name's not on it. Last I checked, you have around 16 million followers, and that's only because you're president of the United States. Your office is famous, not you. You're infamous. People are only watching to watch you drop. Lord knows the whole planet could use such a boost. And it's not Tic Tac, it's TikTok. Tic Tacs are what people use to make their breath smell better. Try it sometime, honey, and while you're at it, cram a few of them up your... And let's be honest, TikTok isn't real fame. I have 1.2 million followers over there, and I'm not famous. But you keep on thinking that you're somehow special and famous and number one just because you're on TikTok. You probably bought half of those followers with our tax dollars because you can't achieve anything without cheating. And speaking of cheating, wasn't it your rich friends who bought the app? And wouldn't they benefit from doing you the favor of making you feel more famous and stroking that fragile ego of yours? And aren't content creators getting booted left and right for criticizing you? In fact, you're the reason I'm moving most of my content over to Insta, because we just can't criticize you. You just can't handle it, can you? You big grown-ass baby.
I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one.
These are the most followed TikTok accounts in 2026. He is not even in the top 10. He has 16.7 million followers on TikTok. Taylor Swift has 33.5 million. For him to boldly say that he is more popular than Taylor Swift on TikTok or in general is wild. He wants to be her so bad.
When he start talking crazy, sometimes I be thinking, the people who are around him, what do they be thinking? What's in y'all's brain?
You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. And the numbers...
They always look a little bit stuffy and a little bit uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not sure what to do with their face. And then who is this lady right here? And why is her neck so thick and strong and stout?
Saying all things like, I love our country, we got to stop communism, we got to this and that. We're going to do a lot. We're doing a lot of things. But I'm by far number one. It was sent to...
It feels like we're stuck in some extended version of a Jordan Peele movie or show, right? Because his movies be having evil, and then it just be weird. It just be like creep you out weird, and all this, like her neck and him being like this, it's all strange.
Here's Joe from Georgia. Well, the president's having disillusions again today, saying today in front of an audience there in the Oval Office that he was number one on TikTok, that he was the number one content maker. Now, folks, we know that he has problems with numbers sometimes, and the bigger the number, it makes him happy. However, he's got about 16 million followers on TikTok, and he was making the reference to that he was bigger than Taylor Swift, saying she was number 11. Well, at 33.5 million followers on TikTok, I think that's more than 16.5 million followers. So the president was definitely wrong. But folks, there are people with 100 million followers. For the president to be number one, he has to be in those 6-digit numbers, folks. And he's not. Or excuse me, 7-digit numbers. But folks, the president, once again, hung up on numbers, but you know he's not number one on TikTok. And this is to his people. This is an easily verifiable misinformation put out by your MAGA president. You can look at it. Just go look up Taylor Swift, see how many followers she has. Then go look at the presidents under Donald Trump. Yes, do that.
It was announced about 2 days ago. The new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far.
And then Donald Trump, showing again how just utterly delusional and pathetic he is, starts to brag about TikTok. He goes, "You hear about TikTok? People say that I get better ratings on TikTok than Taylor Swift." Okay, so he's like, terrified of the size of the crowds in Tehran. He's lying and saying that more people watch him on TikTok than anything. And this is what you're saying from the Oval Office. And by the way, this is supposed to be like a press conference on what he calls the Trump accounts, investment accounts for babies, where it invests in S&P 500 ETFs, these exchange-traded funds. Here, just play this clip of what he says.
About 2 days ago, the new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me.
The number one person on TikTok? TikTok? I guess it is him.
You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me.
Jesus Christ. The math ain't mathin'. And it's called TikTok, you idiot.
Person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got
All right, Trump, I got you. I'm not making any more videos about you. And if I do, your name's not going to be mentioned. Because ain't no fucking way.
It was announced about 2 days ago. The new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far.
You learn something new every day. I just found out that Donald Trump's alter ego is Combe LeVay. He's a black man. Donald Trump? Is he doing blackface? I think that's not allowed. How does he lose all that weight and look so good all of a sudden? And then go back to being a fat orange blob? Huh. I don't know. A simple Google search could have got you there. I could have looked on TikTok, chose not to, because I went the easy way. And just Googled who's number one on TikTok. And it's not you, Donald.
Hey guys, so Donald Trump seems to think that he's the most popular person on TikTok. That's right, he said TikTok. And that he's more popular than Taylor Swift. He's half as popular, actually less than half as popular as James Charles. So, the delusional is real, y'all. This man is on his deathbed. Oh, speaking of deathbed, Mr. Turtle died. I'm calling it.
Now, there's a thing called TikTok. Have you heard of it? You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. And the numbers just came out, and I said, well, I'm hearing about how they influence. They're talking about their tremendous danger because they influence, but if they influence so badly, I'm saying all things like I love our country, we got to stop communism, we got to this and that, we're doing a lot of things, but I'm by far number one. It was sent to me by, the list comes out, number one, number two. I was number one by a lot. So I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe they're bad, maybe they're not. I know one thing, great American people, tremendous business people and companies bought it.
That literally has to be the funniest thing that I've seen today. This man is Delulu. Yes, I heard her from the TikTok that I am the number one. Either TikTok's lying to him because they're like, you know what, we just need to keep this guy off our case. Or he's that delusion, he's just making it up as he goes along. But the faces of everybody around him, oh my God, people are barely holding in their laughter. It's like, this. I'm sorry, but that was just literally the most entertaining thing I've seen. I've just watched depressing news article after depressing news article, and then to see the Orange Blob declare himself number one on TikTok. Top content creator, innit, bub? Number one in the league. I'm dying. This is too funny. Oh, Lord.
Donald Trump claims that he's number one on TikTok. Yeah, listen to this motherfucker for a few seconds and I'll be right back.
Now, there's a thing called TikTok. Have you heard of it? It was announced about 2 days ago. The new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me.
Lie detector determined that was a lie.
I just got I'm number one.
Lie detector determined that was a lie.
Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. And the numbers just came out. And
lie detector determined that was a lie.
But I'm by far number one. It was sent to me by, the list comes out. Number one, number two. I was number one by a lot.
Lie detector determined that was a lie.
So I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe they're bad, maybe they're not. But I'm number one by a lot. So
lie detector determined that was a lie.
Talking about we must stop TikTok. I'm number one on TikTok. I think it helped me win the election in a landslide, if you want to know the truth.
Lie detector determined that was a lie.
This motherfucker lies so much I think he believes his own bullshit. He's not even in the fucking running. He's not even in the top 10. Frankly, I'm probably higher ranking on TikTok than this lying orange bitch is.
Trump was boasting that he's the biggest on TikTok, and his person that he juxtaposed himself with was Taylor Swift. But this is one of those situations where confidence grabs the wheel and reality gets stuffed in the trunk. Like, these are metrics that I guess he's only aware of because, if he was the biggest, I'd pay homage where it's due. But I looked at it myself, and she's lapping him so hard that he can't even find the starting line.
Trump just claimed that he's number one on TikTok. Not TikTok, TikTok. And that he's ranked higher than Taylor Swift. His actual ranking is brutal. Watch this.
About 2 days ago, the new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one.
He wasn't just wrong. He was Mexico will pay for the wall wrong. First of all, it's not TikTok. It's TikTok. But you folks knew that. Next, he's not even in the top 3. That would be Kaby Lame at number 1 with 162 million followers, Charlie D'Amelio at number 2 with 159 million, and Mr. Beast at number 3 with 129. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift is ranked at number 73 with 33.5 million followers. Now that's not as high as I would have thought, but that's out of like 1.5 billion TikTok users. Trump, as it turns out, has 16 million followers, which isn't really a shabby number at all, but it's not even close to number 1. In fact, it's so far from number 1. I asked AI, and AI was like, oh boy, well, it's outside of the top 500. Do you even really care at this point? I was pushing it. Anyway, he's ranked somewhere between 800 and 1200. So, no, he's not first. And that's fitting because he's so distracted by bullshit like this, he hasn't put America first either. If you agree that a president this distracted by petty, trivial nonsense has no business running the most powerful country on earth, give me a follow because America deserves so much better than this.
This is some funny news. Donald Trump claims that he has more TikTok followers than Taylor Swift. Let's get into it. During an event at the White House, Trump decided to take the time to compare his TikTok followers to Taylor Swift by saying he's the number 1 person on TikTok. He said he was watching a show earlier in the day, and the show was explaining the dangers of TikTok. And then he said it was announced just about 2 days ago that the new numbers came out saying that Donald Trump was the number 1 person on TikTok. However, there's no evidence to back up his claims at all. And then he compared his numbers to Taylor Swift by saying how Taylor Swift was number 11. What is with this man comparing himself himself to Taylor Swift. And by new numbers, a lot of critics are suspecting he's talking about TikTok followers, which Taylor Swift has 33.5 million TikTok followers. Donald Trump claims he's number one. Ready for this? Donald Trump has 16.7 million TikTok followers. If I'm doing my math correct, last time I checked, 16 is below 33. And mind you, Taylor Swift is not even number one. Cabby Lame is the most followed person on TikTok by far, with 162.3 million. But ever since Taylor Swift got married, he cannot stop talking about her. He's been making everything about himself. After Madison Square Garden announced that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce had just been married, Trump decided to make it about himself by posting this to Twitter. An edited photograph of the screen saying Trump is your president. Some people just don't want to see a woman win, because we all know Taylor Swift is the queen at number ones. Some people cannot relate. What are your thoughts on this?
It was announced about 2 days ago. The new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far?
What?
Trump. Me. I just got I'm number one.
Okay.
Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far.
He's not lying now. I know a lot of y'all like, oh, Big Tex, how dare you? Listen, Big Tex is saying he's not lying. When that man came on the television and he sit there and said he is the number one TikTok there is out there, he was telling the truth. I'm not saying. I even looked it up. I said, Google, who's the number one TikTok out there? And this what came up. And I was like, well, the man was not lying. He buys more Tic Tacs than anyone. You gotta realize how many public speaking he has to do. So he want to make sure his breath stay fresh. And Taylor Swift is the number 11 buyer in Tic Tac because, you know, she does a lot of singing and all that. She got to keep her breath good too. So Tic Tac, man, hey, they telling the truth. Donald Trump is the number one Tic Tac out there.
Just living in a different reality. The insecurity of anyone talking like this. My hands aren't small, they're big. It's the bigliest. We have the hottest country. I'm the best. Nobody knows more than I do. And I don't know. Maybe some people can chime in, but it's all projection. All projection. Oh, and I'm no Taylor Swift fan, just to be clear. I could care either way. I just know there's a bunch of accounts that do much better than the orange turd nugget.
You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump. Me.
Why does the president continue to lie about things that are so easily verifiable? He did say tic-tac, so if he's talking about the mints or maybe tic-tac-toe, maybe he is number one. But he has 16 million followers, so he's not even in the top 10. He's not even close. Maybe if he's just swapping a decimal point.
You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump. Me.
I don't think so, because I got 2,300 followers. And only a portion of them are bots. Unlike you, who is a bot.
I'm number one.
Only if by number one you're talking about PP. And even then, I still think you're a big number two.
Like Taylor Swift was number 11.
Hey, you leave Taylor Swift out of this. She just got Lavender married. She doesn't have time for your nonsense. She's busy on her sexless honeymoon.
I'm number one in TikTok by far.
Even if that were true, it's not for the reasons you think. It's not a good thing. A lot of people are following you because they want to know when they have money on it. You are the subject of a very large betting pool. The person who gets the closest to the date and time that you is gonna make a lot of money. A lot of money like you made on a public office, being in the White House. They're gonna make that level of money. Maybe not as much, but they're gonna make money on your... People have saved up bottles of champagne. They're PTO. Sir, they are waiting, chomping at the bit for news. Is that a great reason for somebody to follow someone? I don't know. But I'm just saying it's not the flex you think it is. A lot of people are following you because they want to know, am I going to die today? Is this guy who brags about knowing what a horse is versus a fox, is he going to wake up and bomb another country? We don't know. We got to be hyper vigilant on these accounts. There's a difference between being popular and being well liked. And you, sir, might be popular. And that's it. If I had been one of your victims, I would probably be keeping tabs on you. Is he sleeping in the White House right now? Or am I safe? Am I safe to go out on the streets? Can I go to a department store without Trump being there? Do you know what me? Oh, he's blinking in a meeting? Okay, great.
You know, I'm hearing about how they influence. They're talking about their tremendous danger.
You are the tremendous danger. That's why we have to keep tabs on you.
If they influence so badly, I mean, I'm saying all things like I love our country, we got to...
You say all things badly. Literally, we don't know what you're talking about most of the time. I think bombing a bunch of schoolgirls in Iran is influencing badly. There's nothing funny about that. Worst case influence badly here is Natalie Reynolds. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, innocent children across the world are gonna die. That's why people follow you. We are scared of you. I cannot think of a better example of a person who influences badly than an incoherent dementia patient causing international war.
We're doing a lot of things.
And none of them are good. And we are also very tired in our souls.
It was announced about 2 days ago, the new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11.
The world has given this man everything. He was born into money, he inherited wealth, he was on a reality TV show, he was a real estate mogul. He has had 2 terms in office as being the most powerful man in America. He addresses a room full of journalists hanging on his every word who literally broadcast the things that he says, whether they're relevant or irrelevant, to the whole world. He bought a social media app. He has his own social media app, he owns one. And yet on an app, on TikTok, on a social media platform which his administration banned, which the US administration under Trump banned American users from using because he could not stand that they were using an app that wasn't owned by him, that was owned by China. The biggest insult of all, that was owned by China. He is one of the richest and most powerful men in the world. And yet he still needs to be number one on TikTok. He isn't number one on TikTok. The number one TikToker is a guy from Senegal, is a content creator from Senegal.
You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me.
He just said he was number one in TikTok. We know he meant TikTok.
I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one.
Wait, Taylor Swift has way more followers and likes than Trump does.
Did you guys see Trump's speech today where he said he's the number one TikToker? The number one TikToker. This is the shit he's talking about. 18 months in and people are trying to fucking feed themselves and pay rent. And he's discussing that he's the number one TikToker in the world. I mean, is anybody with me on this? Is anybody else like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? It's like literally watching a bunch of kids in high school say, pick me, pick me, pick me. This is the president of the United States of America. I mean, I like I said, and I said it a million times, I voted for him. But at this point, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I had high hopes. He promised us a lot of things. And 18 months in, this is the shit we're getting. Just so, you know, we're all informed. He's the number one TikToker in the world. And he also said he didn't give a shit, basically, that we are paying the price we're paying for gas. He also didn't give a shit that rent and credit card rates have not dropped. In fact, they've gone through the roof over the last 18 months. Shit is out of control. I don't know whether to laugh, get pissed off, or cry at this point, because there's no hope for America. There's no hope. There's no hope.
It is super fucking weird how this man measures his success. Did you hear Trump's claim that he is #1 on TikTok this morning? He said a new list was just released today and he ranked #1. And he said he pushed Taylor Swift to #11. You guys can watch the clip because it's just fucking weird.
Now, there's a thing called TikTok. Have you heard of it? I was watching a show this morning, Maria Bartiromo. She's fantastic. And on her show, they were talking about the dangers of TikTok. And it's Chinese, a whole thing with spying and what they're doing with it. Well, except it was announced about 2 days ago, the new numbers just came out. You know who the #1 person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm #1. Like Taylor Swift was #11. I'm #1 in TikTok by far. And the numbers just came out.
So what I'm hearing is there's still talk about TikTok being unsafe or stealing information, data, national security, spying, right? But in Trump's eyes, it's okay though. We can keep TikTok because he's #1 on the app for forever. I remember this administration saying how dangerous TikTok was. It's just but because he's #1 on the app, which is so not true, go and fucking Google it. Anyways, it's just weird.
Donald Trump is #1 on TikTok.
You know who the #1 person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm #1. Like Taylor Swift was #11. I'm #1.
When Donald Trump posted this graphic on Truth Social yesterday, I knew it would only be a matter of time until he claimed victory as the #1 most viewed world leader on TikTok. I don't doubt that whatsoever, but there is a massive pile of context missing within this graphic, which is that #Trump is what got 425 billion views across this platform since its inception. But that hashtag is also used by creators such as myself. I have used that hashtag on countless videos since I started recording here and have gotten millions of views across the videos that use #Trump. So while it is probably technically correct that he's gained 425 billion views, what Donald Trump fails to understand is that a large portion of those views are not because we adore him.
It was announced about 2 days ago. The new numbers just came out.
Wow, that seems official. Now, President Trump is using a press conference to update us, America, on some pretty important numbers. Apparently, what kind of numbers are we talking about?
You know who the #1 person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm #1. Like Taylor Swift was #11. I'm #1 in TikTok by far.
Donald Trump is #1 by far on TikTok. No. Donnie, you're not in the top 10. In fact, you're not even in the top 100. And Taylor Swift, who writes songs about her ex-boyfriends, she's doing better than you. But here's the sad reality. It's already sad that we have a president of the United States who either has to make this stuff up or is surrounded by people who have to make this stuff up for him. But let's for a second say that everything he's saying were true. Let's live in that parallel reality for a moment. We would then have a president of the United States whose approval rating is in literal freefall, who should be dealing with problems like inflation, unemployment, geopolitical isolation of our country, and whose only saving grace is that he's so senile that he's probably forgotten that he started a war with Iran that he didn't win. That President Trump would still be wasting his time, his cabinet's time, and our time to tell us that he has more followers on social media than Taylor Swift. You know, it would be hard to believe if we didn't have video evidence. Sadly, very, very sadly, we do.
Anyways, welcome back, guys, and I hope you guys have seen all of that clip I was able to roll out for you guys, where this orange man can literally stand in front of the camera instead of thinking about important things that is currently happening in America, thinking about how the solution can actually come true, thinking about how people can feed, thinking about a lot of things that have literally been upside down, thinking about the war that he literally use his own hand to put each and every one of us, because I keep saying it, African countries are also suffering from this nonsense of a thing called war that this orange man literally started. This man has the audacity, the effrontery, the temerity to be focused on who is the most TikTok influencer. And he tagged himself as number one. I don't know when the list was actually created and or when the list was literally called. I don't know how he managed to be number one. But when I saw this, I was like, is this what a father of a nation should literally do? I don't know why this man is so focused on trying to put himself out there on social media more. Okay? And anyways, maybe he's the most famous. Maybe TikTok literally announced him because he is one of the governments that a lot of people have never seen anything good about him, except for his red hat people that no matter what they see, no matter how what they face, they will literally continue. They don't have a choice. They can't even back up. Do you get? But anyways, starting from what he said, let's literally see why these people are top 10 and what they literally do to make them famous. And let's see where the orange man fall under. Because this orange man opened his mouth to say, what's her name? Smith, or what's that her name? I've forgotten her name. Oh my god. That she's number 11. You guys saw the video. That she's number 11. I don't even care if she's Swift or oh god, I've forgotten her name. I don't even care if she's number 12 or number 13, but for this man to look into the camera and forget about every single thing that he literally supposed to say, honestly, every single mockery that is coming out of this video, every single laughter that is coming out of this video, every single faffle that is coming out of this video, and how people are dragging him, this man literally deserves it. Although one thing I know about this orange man is that he always wants to be in the face of the camera. He always wants people to talk about him. He always wants Americans to see reason why he should be talked about. So the moment people stop talking, he starts up with another new phrase so that people will talk. And the thing is, he is getting the attention on the wrong side. That's just the truth. Anyways, the first person out of the top 10, because I just have to do top 10. The first one is Kaby Lims, which become famous for his silent, funny reaction videos that mocked over complicated life hacks with simple solutions. He is currently the most followed on TikTok. The second person is Charlie D'Amelio, which rose to fame by posting dancing videos, especially during viral dance challenge. The third person is Mr. Bass. Mr. Bass, which is already famous on YouTube. He gained a huge followers TikTok audience through challenging videos, philanthropics and philanthropy and entertaining short clip. And the fourth person is Bella Pouch, who went viral with lip signing videos, especially her M&B video before launching a successful music career. The fifth person is Addison Ray, who become famous for dance and lifestyle videos that expanded into acting and music. The sixth one is Zer King, which known for creating incredible magic videos, edit and visual illusion and amazed viewers. The seventh one is Kimberly Loaiza, built a large following audience through music, lifestyle content and family vlogs. The eighth one is Dwayne Johnson, which famously worldwide as an actor and former WWF wrestler. He shared motivational videos, workouts, and behind the scene moments. The ninth one is Will Smith, who joined TikTok after becoming a Hollywood star and gained millions of followers with comedy, stunts, and personal content. The 10th one, which is Billie Eilish, already a Grammy winning award, she became one of the TikTok biggest stars by sharing music behind the scene content and interacting with fans. So these people outstanding came from comedy, dance, challenge, lip signing, video editing, music and lifestyle, movies, and entertainment. This man is not even listed among the top 10, but this man still have the capacity to set someone to say someone is top 11. Let me know what you think about this video. Credit to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks. Also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And yes, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos. I'm going to be Simba and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. I love you guys.